Hello, good morning, guys. So, I'm sorry for the delay because I'm very busy in my work, but I can manage the all of the stuff for you for the upcoming year SSB exam because you know that the time is very less and you have to do more in the less time. So you have to do be the best in your life and you can be easily be you can easily be successful. Then if you want to success in life you have to be great coverage in your life at the very very much time. So so guys, here we start today's scenario now. So first, without wasting any time, let's get started. So first, PM Modi flags high debate in the developing nation in the G20 meet. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the Friday flagged the threat of this unsustainable debate facing some developing nation as he called upon the group of G20 nations to be focused on the world's most vulnerable citizens. Trust in the international financial institution has eroded partially because they have been shown to reform themselves, he said in a video message at the start of the 2 days meeting of the G20 finance minister and the central bank governor. He referred to rising geopolitics tensions in the different parts of the world, but did not make any direct reference to the war in Ukraine. Financially, viabilities of many countries is threatened by unsustainable debt levels. The Prime Minister said it is now up to you, the custodians of the leading economies and the monetary systems of the world, to bring back. Annual agri budget rises five-fold to Rs 1.5 lakh crore since 2024. PM Modi. India's agriculture sector annually budget has increased five-fold to Rs 1.525 lakh crore since 2014. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Friday, as he stressed that his government is focusing on the progress of the farm sector and the working on the mission mode to reduce import dependence on the food items like edible oils. The Prime Minister was addressing a post-budget. Okay, guys. So here is the today. Myanmar continues to be in FATF blacklist. UAE Turkey is in a grey list. Myanmar along with the Iran and the North Korea. Myanmar along with the Iran and the North Korea to be in the blacklist. Okay, Myanmar along with the Iran and the North Korea continue to be in the blacklist in the of the FATF with the watchdog on the terror financing and the money laundering on the Friday, termining the three countries as a high risk jurisdictions. In the statement issued after the second plenary of the FATF in Paris under the presidency of T. Raja Kumar of Singapore of the Financial Action Task Force, said the UAE also said the T. Raja Kumar of Singapore of the Financial Action Task Force also said the United Arab Emirates, Turkey, Jordan, South Africa and 20 other nations will be its grey list and they will be under increased monitoring. Pakistan was removed from the grey list in the October last year. According to the FATF, those countries that are termed as the high-risk jurisdictions subject to a call of action are known as blacklist countries, and those that are under increased monitoring are grey list countries. For countries that are in the black and the grey list, no financial aid is given to them by the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, okay, that are in the black or grey list. No financial aid is given to them by the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and the European Union. German Chancellor Scholz, Olaf Scholz, on the two-day visit to the India from the today. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold the comprehensive talks on the Saturday, covering the Ukraine conflict situation in the Indo-Pacific and the way to boost bilateral ties in the areas of the clean energy, trade and the new technologies. He is in a two-day visit to the India. India's female solo cyclist covers the 12 states in 11 days, set records. India's first female solo cyclist Priti Maske on Friday completed her epic bicycle trip covering about 370 kilometers across 12 states in just 11 days and arrived at the Skenes course here. The ride across the geographics was not smooth but very challenging. She said upon completing the long distance ride for the noble cause of the organ donation. He had arrived at the Land's End at the 6:02 a.m. against the backdrop of the twin monuments of Swami Vivekanand and the Tiruvallur Basin in sunrise at the break of the day. Priti Maske is attempting a new cycling Guinness World Record from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, a distance of 3676 km, covering it in about 11 days. She cycled continuously for almost only 19 to 20 hours a day with a minimal breaks and short power naps at not more than 3 hours in a day, says Anand Kansal, her crew chief. This is the continuous and the fastest non-stop cycle expeditions, he said. Srinagar to Kanyakumari is one of the toughest routes from every cold mountainous high elevations to the hot and windy conditions of the plains with more than 35 to 38 degrees, he noted. Northeast Asa Astalakshmi. Northeast is Astalakshmi will work for peace development. Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the Friday claimed that the Congress used Northeast as an idiom while the BJP considers the eighth state of the region of Astalakshmi, eight forms of the goddess Lakshmi, and working for its peace and the development. Addressing an election rally in Dimpur, he said the NDA is striving to bring permanent peace in Nagaland so that armed forces act permanently peace in the Nagaland so that Armed Forces Special Power Act Armed Forces Special Power Act 1958 is completely lifted from the state. The country can't be run by the distrusting your own people but by the respecting and the solving their problems. Earlier, East had politics of divide, but we have now transferred it into the divine governance. The BJP does not discriminate people on the basic basis of the religion or the region and the religion. Modi said nothing that there was political instability in the Nagaland and during the Congress rule. He claimed that Grand Old Party remote control Northeast from the Delhi and siphoned off money meant of its development while giving primacy of a dynasty politics from the Delhi to Dhimpur. The Congress and its partners' policy of the Northeast has been to get vote and forget. Get vote and forget. Congress leaders from the Delhi turned a blind eye to the prob- problems of Nagaland. 10 years ago, nobody would have dreamed that circumstances can change in the region. He said Modi claimed the BJP has put a big dent in corruption by the employing technology as a result of which money sent from Delhi is directly credited to be beneficiaries' bank account. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance has adopted three mantras for running Nagaland: peace, progress, and the prosperity. The focus of every central government scheme has been women, tribals, and the poor. The BJP also gave Nagaland its first woman Rajya Sabha MP, he said. Free trade agreement with the European Union may take longer to conclude. Free trade agreement with the Union Piyush Goyal. Union Commerce Minister. Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal on a Friday said a free trade agreement with the European Union will take longer as a negotiation with 27 countries blocked with the prolonged. Active negotiations for the FATS free trade agreements are ongoing with the three countries and the UAE. Goyal said, speaking at the Technotex event here organized by industry lobby FISI. He said there will soon be some good news. The pact with the European Union may take longer. European Union will take a longer time because there are 27 countries which have to come on the same page. The Union Commerce Minister said the last year India signed FATFs with Australia and the United Arab Emirates. India signed FATF with Australia and the UAE, United Arab Emirates. UAE, okay, that the country in its talks with other countries, including the United Kingdom, Israel and Canada. Goel said the government is mulling to come out with a production-linked inactive scheme for the finished goods sector, but did not elaborate on the same. He said the government has received applications for Rs. He said the government has received application of only Rs 250 crores for the research and development purpose of the textiles, despite along with 1400 crore fund for the same under the Technical Textile Research Mission, and urged the industry to up its efforts. The minister said there is a tremendous potential in the technical or man-made textile business and asked the industry for increase its investment, saying the Indian market will grow faster than the current 10 to 20%. The USD 22 billion industry should conservatively aim to be a USD 125 billion in size by 2047. Goyal said, asking participants to focus more on exports as well, stating that the industry has neglected skilling in the last few years. Goyal exhorted the technical textile players to help train 2 lakh people under the two dedicated schemes launched by the government, while asking the industry to focus on the sustainability and circular economy. Goyal also took pot shots at the opposition, saying Prime Minister Narendra Modi is wearing of a jacket made of recycled plastic bottles is a big contrast wearing a designless whitened scarf. Okay, so next news is Liz Truss for relook at UNC makes greater role for India. Liz Truss for relook at UNC. Former UK Prime Minister Liz Truss on the Friday stressed the need for a relook at the UN Security Council and sported a greater role for India in the world body. Speaking at ABB Network's Ideas of India summit here, Truss also there was a need to fast track Ukraine's NATO membership, asked if the India should be extended permanent membership of the United Nations Council, extended permanent membership of the United Nations Council. Trust that I think we need to relook at the Security Council. We are now in the position where one of the 5 members of the Security Council is pursuing an illegal war in Ukraine. That does beg the question about how this institution operates, and I do support a greater role for India. Absolutely, as they keep it there internationally. She said the UN Security Council had no decisive impact on the war in the Ukraine. We need to send fighter jets. We should have sent tanks sooner here. This are we only only the end when नहीं पता सर मैं कंटीन में नहीं आया हूँ मेरी क्लास है क्या सर BFN ने जी सर हाँ जी सर the war will only end when how long it will take the longer it takes the more the Premier Leagues are lost. To implement and support the FATF September City. Federation must continue to meet its financial obligations. The Russian Federation will remain a member of the global network as an active member of the Eurasian Group and the money laundering on Eurasian Group on the money laundering. Mr. Mason, the FATF said it will monitor the situation and consider at each of its plenary meetings whether the ground exists for lifting or modifying these restrictions of the FTA continues to call upon all the jurisdictions to remain vigilant of the threats of the integrity, safety, and security of the international financial system arising from the war. The FATFA reiterates that all jurisdictions should be alert to possible risk from the circumventions of two measures taken in order to protect the international financial system and take the necessary measures to mitigate this risk. The statement said the FATF said it was expressing its sympathies to the people of the Ukraine who was born in a terrible burden borne in a terrible burden. At the hands of the Russia war, the aggression and the FATF reflects the thoughts of the entire international community, in hoping that this is the year that return them for safe peace and prosperity. India 31 other nations abstain from vote on the resolution over Ukraine. Okay, India 31 other countries abstain from vote on it. The UN General Assembly votes in favor of resolution upholding Ukraine's territorial integrity and calling for a cessation and hostilities after Russia invasion on the Thursday at the United Nations headquarters. The UN General Assembly adopted a resolution on comprehensive, just and lasting peace in the Ukraine in the line with the principle of the UN Charter. India abstained in the UN General Assembly on the Thursday on the resolution that underscored that need to reach the soon as possible as a comprehensive, just and lasting peace. Just just and lasting peace. Just and lasting peace. In Ukraine in the line with the principle of the UN Charter, and 193 members General Assembly adopted the draft resolution put forward by the Ukraine and its supporters. Detailed principles of the Charter for the United Nations underlying a comprehensive, just and the lasting peace in the Ukraine. The resolution, which got 141 votes in the favor and that against, underscores the need of to reach as soon as possible a comprehensive, just and the lasting peace in the Ukraine in the line with the principle of the General Assembly adopted the resolution on comprehensive, just and lasting peace in the Ukraine in the line of the principle of the UN Charter. This is the that's all for the today, guys. We completed the news of 25 February 2023, and we will come back soon because we have done time. So let's meet on the next news. Okay, stay blessed, stay happy, guys. Let's just meet by after some time.